I own Bon Vin. We opened in September of 2024, and we are a wine and charcuterie lounge that's actually inspired by wine lounges from Paris, France. The name Bon Vin means the good wine, and I truly believe that is what we serve here. We're a lounge, we're not a bar. We want people to come, have a glass. We're very committed to like a gorgeous charcuterie board, international wines from around the world, introducing people to new varietals, rare varietals, and also some very, very local wines that we love as well. For local wines, I only support family-owned for California wines. California and Washington, only family-owned. We don't carry any corporations. Sometimes it's just through like word of mouth. Sometimes like Patrick from Stellar Ridge came in and poured some samples, and he does Rhone varietals, which is from a region in France, and I just loved like his winemaking. So it was a product that I felt that I could stand behind. Even though we focus on wines from around the world, it was something that was very approachable. The wine is fantastic. So when we did an event with Patrick, our guests love it, we love it. It's crisp, it's clean, it's fresh. It doesn't feel heavy or that there's too much manipulation in the wine. Sometimes with wines, the winemaker does too much and doesn't let the fruit shine. And I think Patrick really lets the fruit shine in his wine and speak for himself without having to hide it behind like a lot of manipulation on his end. The GSM blend, probably one of my favorite wines and ones that I will always go back to, that kind of like Rhone varietal. And again, like high acid, great berry in there. Just, I call it a foodie wine. Like it goes with everything. Like Patrick's wine, it can pair with like a short rib pasta all the way up to like a ribeye as well. It's got a lot of depth and character on that with the fruit and the flavor and the acidity in it too. So I will say, when Patrick first came in here, I had just had a baby. We had just opened, and he was like, "Hey, I'm a new winemaker. You know, here's this." And I was like, "Wow, that's great. We've been open like 2 weeks." I don't know. But he didn't give up. He followed up, I think it was 2 more times. And I said, "Okay, well, we have an open month. We like to do these quarterly wine events where we do complimentary pours from local winemakers for our guests and try to get them, you know, more exposure." So we booked that with him, and like immediately, well, of course, when I tried his wine too, because I couldn't just like be like, "Let's do this together" without trying the wine, I was very surprised. His rosé that was really what sold me, was the still rosé at first. That was like, that we had already had a rosé on the menu. So it's kind of this waiting game for both of us until we had time to do that event. And then once we did that event, it was the best event we ever had. We sold the most amount of wine. And again, we sold out of the Stellar Ridge GSM bubbles, and we always carry 1 California bubble. So that was when we just started carrying it continuously here at the shop. And then Patrick's just a really cool dude to talk to and to talk about wine. Like sometimes winemakers can be a little pretentious, or they use terms that maybe like the general public who's just enjoying wine want to understand, but Patrick just keeps it like really relatable to the people, whether you're, you know, like a casual drinker, a social drinker, or like an experienced drinker. He doesn't down talk the clientele, which I really like, because wine can be intimidating. And so to meet someone just kind of approachable in the industry, and winemakers are really farmers at heart, you know, like they care about like the earth and all the geeky things about wine. And so I love talking to Patrick about that kind of stuff. So we're open Tuesday through Saturday, and you can check our hours at our website, which is lebonvinboutique.com. We're also on Instagram at lebonvin and Facebook at lebonvinboutique as well.